Hey guys, how are you all today? So I started this video already and I had actually started melting things when the UPS guy came and Mommy got barking and I just had to step away. So that's why everything's just kind of already just started a little bit. I'm making some balm, another balm today, or salve or ointment. I don't really know exactly what you call it. Today I'm making Lanolin Balm, and lanolin comes from sheep's wool. It's an oil taken from the wool itself, not the animal, so that's lovely. And it has amazing qualities. You'll have to look it up. I'm using pure raw and unrefined shea butter, vitamin E, pure, organic beeswax. I just have to tell you, organic beeswax, it just smells so good. You can tell the difference just by the smell. And then my infused oil with calendula flowers, and that smells fabulous too. And that's all it is for this recipe. And the reason I'm making it is for my kiddo, because he really likes a lanolin based balm or salve. So I've already got the lanolin melting, and it's very sticky, but it's 2 tablespoons, and I'll put the recipe down below. But there's 2 tablespoons of the lanolin, and then 2 tablespoons of this lovely beeswax. And you know, I kind of like to make mine pretty thick, so I add a little extra beeswax, but some people don't. So for him, I'm not gonna add extra beeswax. And then we just need 1 tablespoon of this oil. Again, it is on a double boiler, just like all the other ones that we do. So water is about to here, about there. Then there's the rack on the bottom, and then I like to use my glass thing. Now, as you watch me, I've been doing things that you shouldn't do, like touch hot surfaces. I just have done it for so long that my hands are kind of tough. So I recommend, you know, like a hot pad. There's certain points where I do grab that hot pad. Also, the other really important ingredient are clean hands. Be sure to wash your hands before you start this. At least that's what I do. All right, and then we need a 1/2 teaspoon of vitamin E. And sometimes I will split that up with rose hips oil. Oops, this one's not open yet. This is a brand new one. There we go. But today we're just going to do the vitamin E. Just a 1/2 teaspoon of that. Everything that we're putting in here is so good for moisturizing and healing skin, in my opinion. But take a peek at, you know, whatever information you can to read up about it. And then we're just going to put in 1 tablespoon of shea butter. And just make sure it's an actual tablespoon. Drop that in there. And of course, never waste it. I always go ahead and just stick it on my skin. If it's on my fingers, stick it on my skin. And then we just wait for this to melt down. And like I said, the lanolin is very sticky. So it wants to stick to the side here. So it'll need to get hot enough to melt on down the side of this. It does not have to come to any particular temperature. That's how it is with balms and ointments and salves. Lotions, like I've shown you before, you do have to have particular temperatures, because when you combine the water and the oils together, they need to be at a certain temperature to make that mix and do well. But that's the beauty of salves and ointments and balms, is they do not need water, so we don't have to have a particular temperature. It just needs to get all really melted. And the other thing is, if you're adding essential oils to that, which I'm not doing today, but if you do, then you need to make sure you take it off of the heat before you add your essential oils to it. But I love the smell of the beeswax, and I love the smell of the infused oils. So I just don't feel like I need to add essential oil to it. But, you know, if you want to, go ahead. And also, you know, there's other benefits in different essential oils as well. I just really dependent on the herb itself. I find it to be very effective. And I know I keep promising you face balm, and I will. I believe in the next, in January. So this will probably be the last video in December from the kitchen of making these kind of goodies. But in January I will go ahead and start, I'll do a video on face balm and other stuff, other goodies that we have planned. I still have not gotten my tomatoes canned. Oh my goodness. They're still in the freezer. So I really have to get to that pretty soon. So, you know, just always stuff going on. I have a couple of new painting videos that will be coming up. I have one that's really fun, but I have to make sure it goes to its owner before I show you the process. The rest of the process, I always find I like to kind of give the owners little peeks of kind of what's happening, and then when I get to a certain point I just shut it down and don't let them see anything. I like to give them the idea of what's going to occur, but then once I get to that point where I start to make it really personal, that's where I don't let them see it anymore. So I did a bunch of videos to record how I did it, and they're all set, and they'll load up on YouTube as soon as I get the painting to the new owner. However, because it's in oil, it takes a very long time to dry. So I think that'll be next month. I think another 2 weeks or so, and it should be dry. And I can get it to them. Oh, look at that. So now this is too hot for my hand to touch. I did check it as I was working there. And I'm just going to pull that out. There we go. And we'll just put it in a little container. Oh man, I wish you could smell it. It smells like, okay, I've got to describe this to you somehow. It smells like fresh meadows. Yeah, like fresh meadows, because I've got the calendula and the organic beeswax in there, and then the lanolin gives it a little bit of an earthy smell. It's lovely. So anyway, there you go. There's the lanolin. I wish I could share that with you. It smells really good to me. This is the smell of the beautiful smells from a farm. Not the ugly stuff, but the beautiful stuff, like the lovely fields that have the soft, feathery grains and the flowers mixed in it, and the beeswax. Yeah, this is really cool. I hope you make it for yourself, and I'll be back beginning of January to tell you about some exciting stuff that's happening in Stacy's Art Studio. You might get a chance to have a little piece of some stuff that I make. That's just a little slip. Little tiny hint. And I'll see you in January. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for the year of 2020. It's been a crazy ride, and I have enjoyed sharing it with you. I hope you've been safe and healthy and strong. And if you haven't, my heart is with you. And we'll just keep on keeping on. Bye.